They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 40. That's about a yard short of the 1st down. So we'll have 3rd down coming up.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. On play action, Richardson. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
They'll run the sneak. Looking for that crease inside, and that did not break the play. No doubt about it. They are going to mark him short.
The key to any good quarterback sneak starts with the surge and the push of the offensive line. From there, can the quarterback find a seam? Can he find a little gap and drive his legs? In this case, give credit to the defensive line. They held their ground, they got a good push back, and they were able to come up with a huge stop on 4th down.
On 1st down, Levis. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
A 2nd down throw here for Levis. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Will Levis. Touchdown, Tennessee. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson operating from the pistol. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Gets to the edge at the 30. A gain there of 15. 1st down, Indianapolis.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Here comes the jet sweep. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. We'll see a return here from his own end zone. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, Levis. Open man down the field, it's Ferguson. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Levis. He'll tuck it and take off. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the 1st down, get down. The drive continues. Levis. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. One quarter remains here in the AFC.
With the score.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Levis. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown Titans. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He's going to take a shot down the field. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by Roger McCreary. And the Titans have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Levis to throw it here on 1st down. A short throw caught by Ferguson. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the 1st down, get down. The drive continues. Now, Levis. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. Quiddy Hay bursting through to bring him down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. This a must stop for this defense. Facing third and long. On third down, they go with Spears.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Here's Richardson. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. Yeah. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And here's the first carry for the power back, Dameon Pierce. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's second and 6. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We're back to crown an AFC champion after this. They'll stay on the ground with Pierce. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. They'll try and run here with Spears. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they convert on 3rd and 3. A run up the middle with Pierce. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. He'll get this out wide. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a third down.